Overnight in Ukraine, explosions heard in the capital of Kyiv, with the mayor there saying several Russian missiles hit the city, with air raid sirens warning people to get to safety immediately. It comes after a week marking 100 days since the Russian invasion in Ukraine started. That's more than 3 months of the Ukrainian people coming under attack from Vladimir Putin's army. Millions have tried to escape the violence, while many of those who stayed behind have become victims. So far, Ukrainian officials say they've documented more than 14,000 war crimes. And the work for the prosecutors trying to prove those crimes is tireless, and it can be very dangerous. And yet, still, they persevere. NBC's Erin McLaughlin shares their stories in our Sunday Focus.
We're out with investigators as they try to solve some of the war's most horrific crimes. Russian forces' alleged assault on innocent civilians that may violate the laws of armed conflict. We first meet them as they scour for evidence in Yakovlivla, a tiny farming village outside the city of Kharkiv. Back in March, Russian planes flew over the village in the middle of the night, dropping bombs, killing 3 innocent civilians, including villager Ivan Pelevin's elderly mom.
Why would they bomb your home?
I don't know, he says. I can't answer that question. I just don't understand why. Ihor Chub is the lead prosecutor on this case. He says the Russian bombs hit everything but the alleged intended target, with seemingly no regard for civilian life. Ihor and his team map out the village, then go house to house, interviewing witnesses, surveying damage, and collecting soil samples to help identify the type of bomb used. Vital clues to pinpoint the Russians responsible. We have enough evidence to establish exactly what weapons and exactly who committed this alleged war crime, he says. Before the war, Ihor was trying simple criminal cases. Now, along with Kharkiv's other prosecutors, they've been forced to become experts in international law. Their team is investigating more than 1,000 war crimes, including allegations of rape and torture. Helping Chub gather evidence, prosecutor Alexander Ilenkov, who days later leads a separate investigation into another grisly crime. The murder of 51-year-old Valery Kote, shot dead outside his home. Investigators note the bullet holes in his front gate. They search his cottage for potential clues. A distant relative leads them to his makeshift grave. Villagers exhume his body so that a coroner can confirm the cause of death. We're told his wife and daughter escaped their village before the Russians arrived. Valery stayed behind. They say he died alone.
Who was he?
He wasn't military. He didn't have the weapon. He lived in that house and then died.
Because there's no surveillance footage, it's unclear if Valery's murder will ever be solved. That's not the case for the pride of Kharkiv, the beloved Maxim Gorky Park. The Russian assault on an amusement area was captured on surveillance camera. Residents like to compare the park's lush landscape to the great parks of London and New York. Now it's a crime scene.
Do you think that one day the soldier who fired this shell will be accountable for his actions?
I'm sure, he says.
You're sure? And what does that mean to you?
I don't carry weapons in my hands, he says, but I try to contribute in a different way to the defense and security of my country.
Erin is just back from Ukraine and joins us now live from Los Angeles. Erin, it's good to see you this morning. This seems like such a huge project, right? Logistically even, to gather all this evidence, especially as the war is still happening around them. So how are they organizing what they found so far?
Hey, Hallie, Ukrainian officials say they built a database with the names and profiles of each Russian soldier who steps foot inside Ukraine, cross-referencing the database with witness descriptions and surveillance footage from the attacks under investigation. It's important to point out the investigators are risking their own lives to try to find answers. During the week we were in Kharkiv, their offices were struck by a Russian missile. And they say they often go into villages that are still being shelled to collect evidence. Already, some of the cases are resulting in convictions. Last week, 2 Russian soldiers pleaded guilty to indiscriminately shelling Kharkiv's residential areas. If convicted, sentencing can be up to life in prison. Hallie.
Erin, so important to shine a light on this piece of the story. Erin McLaughlin live for us there. Erin, thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.